So Finalmouse are releasing the Ultralight X, eh? 8K polling, some other little bits. Let's take a look and find out what they're planning to do. So I'm Beardedbob, been around for 44 years, been gaming for well over 35. I know, impressive. I've been around and seen lots of technology, so if you want to get your competitive edge over your rivals, you're definitely in the right place to do that. So today I'm going to go over Finalmouse's videos. I've been waiting a little bit for them to release a bit more information, but I think the time's come now for us to go through what they've released. Did it in multiple parts. Take a look at some of the teardown, some of the weights that I saw from the original one, and then also compare some of the metrics, or sizes, not metrics, dimensions, sizes of the current small and medium mouse, so we get an idea of how big these three versions are going to be. So let's get on with it. So let's take a look at the first part, and I'll give my opinion as we go through it and see what I think. Ultralight X. First thing, I thought originally Finalmouse said they weren't going to release another Superlight 12. I might call it Ultralight X, but
with every new generation mouse, pushing the performance boundaries becomes exponentially more difficult. This is especially true when it comes to engineering weight.
Looks like an Ultralight.
The design, as every gram becomes more significant.
Looks like a Starlight. Every gram just count down.
We were able to achieve the greatest generational weight reduction in our history.
Okay. I'm check the facts, but maybe.
Material advancement. We implemented a cutting-edge carbon fiber composite on the ULX chassis that offered us many benefits.
Carbon fiber. So I thought when you talk about chassis, I thought it always meant the base, but I guess the base and chassis, they're talking about the overall construction of it. Originally it was magnesium. These are both magnesium. It's been like that for about a year or so. Now they're changing it to full carbon fiber. They're going to use the base still going to be carbon fiber. Is everything going to be carbon fiber? My first concern, to be honest, is those side buttons. It's exactly the same as what we currently suffer, which I'm hoping they made some advancements there for sure. Positive about the new carbon fiber. Strength, not particularly fussed about. It's more about the weight levels we're interested in, but you don't want to crush it, I guess.
The density is better at 1.19 grams per cubic centimeter, which is 30%.
But it is carbon fiber Starlight, isn't it?
Not compromising the ultimate tensile strength, which is 231
pascals.
This means the Ultralight X weighs less than the amount of sugar in a can of Coca-Cola.
It's going to be interesting to test the weight of the main components against the magnesium to see how much different that really is. Because originally, if you look at my video, so let's find we split two parts. Where's the weight? Because they're not exactly heavy. The Finalmouse, let's be honest. It weighs 44 grams. The small, 44 grams, 47 grams. They're reckoning the new ones 29 grams. We did do a weight reduction on it. What was this 0.88, 0.4, 8 grams? Not bad. But it's got a plastic base. But that's not heavy, that composite base, pretty sure. Let's have a quick check. 7 grams. Okay. Size and shape is what we're interested in. Let's have a look.
The Ultralight X comes in 3 sizes: small, medium, and large.
Good to know.
That we've aptly codenamed Cheetah, Lion, and Tiger. While these sizes take design cues from legacy
like cats
shapes, instead of simply scaling up each size from a single CAD model, we undertook a meticulous process of engineering each size independently to optimize for weight and performance.
Does that mean they didn't do that for the Starlight 12? Don't know. Or they're just saying, you know, they've optimized them all. I'd have thought they'd done it for all of them. So.
We maintained the 0.8mm,
including the Starlight 12, so wouldn't say that's anything different, but maybe.
115.6 millimeters long.
They are talking like, we are talking like quite a minute reduction here for what they want in terms of like, they need to trim off quite a lot of stuff like wall thickness and stuff to achieve what they want. 29 grams optimistic. I think they wanted 39 grams for the original Starlight 12. We got it at 44, so I'm expecting somewhere around 35. So they reckon 15.6. All the different measurements, but pretty close, yeah. I'd say so. So I'm on 15 and 54.1, but that's difficult because that depends where you take the measurement from. They haven't shown us, it's just shown us the rear of the mouse, right? So let's say it's probably the bottom end of the middle of the grip. So it's down here at the top, is that I would say the size is. They haven't actually shown us, rather than up here at the top, but or the rear of the bootay. So it looks similar to a small Starlight. They haven't shrunk it by the looks of it.
2 millimeters tall.
Now to be fair, Finalmouse keeping these the same dimensions. 35 there, so alright.
Down and small Starlight. 8 wide and 37 millimeters long, 56.8.
Which is lying. That medium. I guess so. Cheetah's smaller than the lion, lion's smaller than the tiger. I get it. So then the bigger one, then, like I said, is going to be the size of like a Sunset or a Phantom original ones, maybe. So it looks like the measurement definitely is the bottom. 56. So these look the same sizes. Nice. Okay. We're expecting 4 grams maybe for the 4 grams extra in weight per one. So maybe this is 33 grams.
For the first time ever, we're excited to introduce ULX Tiger, which is 3.9% bigger than the ULX Lion at 126 millimeters long, 59 wide.
I don't know. That reminds me of the bigger version, the original Finalmouse size. That's kind of the size they're going for. Okay, good. Good to see them making 3 sizes. That's good for them. Positive. That's where interfaces.
We made significant advancements on key interfaces. The DPI button, scroll wheel, and USB connector have been re-envisioned for this new generation. The DPI button has been removed to save weight and prevent inadvertent actuation.
Wouldn't say it was innovation. Most people have done that.
Elegant solution that we will discuss in another video.
Lamzu's
The scroll wheel has been
no DPI button.
designed with thinner walls. And
This interests me.
texture.
It's definitely. I'm interested in if it is not just solid plastic. Like there is like a rubber inside it as a solid wheel to save the weight, because it's one of the reasons they can kind of do that. Maybe looks like it's got some holes cut out of it as well to thin it out a little bit. But I'm interested in the scroll wheel. They definitely had some issues. I never really liked the Finalmouse like scrolls anyway. I didn't like the B10Z one. I didn't really like. I mean, we've got a few, but I didn't like these kind of designs. Look a little bit naff. So it'd be nice to get a decent scroll wheel on it, because did have some alignment issues, but we won't talk about that. But interested in that USB-C connector.
With no penalty to weight. It's also compatible with any standard.
I mean, what would we integrate it into the PCB with no penalty to weight? Okay. I mean, fine. Originally put a micro USB controller or micro USB connector on the Starlight 12 saying they saved weight. But now they're saying they put USB on the Ultralight X with no weight compromise. Maybe the tweak technology. I don't really see it, but so nothing revolutionary at the minute. 29 grams is good if they get it to that, which I haven't talked about yet, so apologies. This is interesting, but the performance.
With the Ultralight X, we've set a new benchmark in wireless mouse performance by meticulously engineering the firmware and.
But they've drilled some other PCB out, which we did originally, where they've drilled out the. We took resin out of there, which is a good way to say weight. Looks identical the way they've got the antenna there, though. That still looks like a decent sized battery. One of the things I thought they'd do might trim the battery. They're still using full-size switches by the looks of it. I mean, this is still a render, right? An encoder which is enclosed, so they've dropped the TTC. Maybe. This is that scroll wheel they had. Can't tell if it's. I'm hoping it's not just a solid plastic one. It's a bit like it looks like a Razer Viper. Could be tidy. Color coded the cables. I'm still interested to see how they got all this weight out of it. That must be one hell of a light body if it is. Maybe carbon fiber is that light. I mean, the M2K, 24 grams, and that's all carbon fiber. I like the design. Sleek black. I like the black look. But they released a solid black one.
Every measurable metric to give you the edge.
Like a matte black. That'd be pretty nice.
The optical sensor has been upgraded to Pixar's latest generation chip. This more precise sensor allows us to capture and send mouse data to our microcontroller at a faster interval.
Nice. If they use a decent MCU, which I'm sure they will.
On top of that, the sensor includes on-chip motion synchronization, reducing latency compared to a software algorithm on the MCU.
Good to know. A lot of people are doing that now. It's good.
Wireless protocol that implements adaptive.
This was interesting.
This is more robust as it dynamically adjusts the channels to a wireless environment. Additionally, the new protocol supports much higher.
That's a better show of the PCB design where they've cut out quite a significant chunk of it. Nice. I mean, they've trimmed out that PCB. It looks nicely optimized. I reckon it's going to be pretty sexy, that PCB. What this bit is under the battery here, though. I think that's just part of it, maybe. It's like a. And that'll be the. Okay, that's the PCB of the battery and the battery behind it. That's why.
Supports much higher polling rates. The dongle was upgraded to USB high speed by utilizing a dual microcontroller architecture with one chip dedicated to the radio and one to the USB. Compared to standard USB full speed,
Nice.
packets are delivered 8 times faster. The dongle now shows you the battery life of the mouse with an elegant
Finally.
indicator, giving you
We can see the battery.
of your ULX battery without unnecessarily draining power from the mouse.
Gonna need that with 8K polling.
You
So I
can
answered
now
that.
also fine-tune settings and
So I thought here, they got motion sync, tack snap, firmware, finally. I mean, this bit I'm happy for. They've got this ultra panel, and this bit's going to be web-based, so you'd have to install software. That's a nice tweak. I like that from them. I would have thought they put 8K on there, but fair enough. Trying to show it off, but it's still showing 4K.
application, no
This is cool.
no bloat.
That's going to be pretty good.
1000 hertz with average
I think that is the first, or one of the first 8K wireless. I don't think any other one's doing that yet. I'm trying to think. Anyway, but it's going to have to have some beefy battery, which is why I still want it. That must be one hell of a light chassis.
latency
Because that
under 3
battery originally 5.74 grams. So we're not, the battery's not too heavy.
microsecond,
Definitely quick.
0.3 milliseconds.
I don't think anyone will ever notice that personally, but
This performance
it's good to know. It's definitely going to be the fastest.
no
It's going to be elite
compromises for those that demand
Terminator abilities to get that. Here's the final video they did. Here we go. It's like a Hades. It could be a rubber insert. I hope so. They need to put a decent scroll wheel on this one. Gives me a Viper feel, but a bit wider by the looks of it. Hopefully that looks to me it's going to be a decent scroll wheel. Side buttons there. They've got to sort that rattle out and the movement on them. Please. I presume they're still going to be using small micro switches. It's like 29 grams. I mean, that's going to be light. Like I said, the M1K, sorry, M2K from the M2K. The M2K is only 24 grams, and that's half the size. And that's carbon fiber, so I don't know. We've got this one down to 33 grams, so maybe. This. Ugh. Oh, that's not going to happen. See that cable? Come on, man. That should be black. Come on. Everything's black apart from your battery cables. Now, it's okay if you put an aftermarket one in, but for you guys, you should be custom wrapping that. You custom wrap the battery. Wrap the cable, please. It looks nice, man. Still got that theme of the... I've never been a fan of these lines, but it's got a kind of theme of the Starlight. Because it is an updated Starlight. Don't care about the colour. As long as it's black, I'm happy. Hades for me was the best one. Colour scheme. What do you reckon? Anyway, let me know what you think. Hope you enjoyed this video. Bit of me just rambling on, but if you want to check out this teardown, take a look, show you taking it apart. It's obviously going to be a very, very similar design. They're just going to change this to carbon fibre. Maybe tweak the PCB. So that PCB is pretty small already. Anyway, I'll put the video here. Have a good day. Peace.